So you are thinking about moving to the greater Phoenix area and you want to know what's the big deal about living here and what's the big deals to not like living here. Let me tell you, not everything is all fluffy and beautiful in the Phoenix area. So we're going to tell you what the top 5 pros and cons are when living in the Phoenix area. So don't go anywhere because some of these are going to blow your mind. Hello, this is Sheryl Willis over at the Real Agent Now group right here in Phoenix, Arizona. And if this is the first time to our channel, you're going to want to tap that little subscribe button and click that little bell so that you are notified each and every time we release a new video. Look, we are getting dozens of calls every single day, and we love it. If you are thinking about moving to the greater Phoenix area and you want to know everything there is to know about moving, living in, and really understanding what Phoenix, Arizona is like to live, work, play, eat, sleep, drink, everything that life has to offer, then you're going to want to pick up that phone, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, days, nights, weekends. We got your back on moving to Phoenix, Arizona. Okay, look, there's pros and cons no matter where you live, right? The fact is you're drawn because of certain pros, and you got to figure out if the cons are a deal breaker. So that's what you're here for. I'm going to try not to be that, look through rosy colored glasses because I'm the eternal optimist. I'm going to try and just be blunt and to the point for you. Okay, pro number 1, great outdoor scene. I am telling you, if you love doing anything outdoors, you're going to find it in the state of Arizona. And if not right in Phoenix, it is less than a 2-hour drive away. Look, if you like camping, hiking, biking, mountain climbing, hunting, fishing, camping, I could go on, kayaking, jeeping, skydiving. Like, I am telling you, anything you can imagine to love and enjoy the great outdoors is in Arizona. And I love that. But if you hate being outside, you're not going to like Arizona, because guess what? The summers suck. I'm not going to blow it up your dress or whatever it's called. I actually have a video. If you haven't watched it, click above. You'll see the little link there. Summer sucks. And when you catch me in the middle of July and August, actually July, I still keep my mouth quiet, but by August, I am singing how bad it is. Let me tell you, summer sucks in Arizona, in the greater Phoenix area, I should say. And there's just times I don't like to leave the house. Yeah. So that's the truth. That's the God honest truth. All right, let's get to number 2 on the pros. I love the fact that there is so much to do. Doesn't matter what time of year, there's so much to do, not just outdoors, but indoors. We already kind of talked about the outdoor stuff, but on top of that, during the peak season, which is going to be around October, is when the festivals start. Oh my gosh, Oktoberfest, taco festivals, and then it goes right into the harvest festivals and the holiday festivals. And then we also have, oh my gosh, we have Mardi Gras, we have chili bourbon festivals, we have barbecue festivals. If you like festivals, if you like wine, if you like art, if you like just being in those kind of environments, you're going to love everything that Arizona has to offer. And the events are endless. As far as even just like clubs and going and doing concerts or tours or pub crawls. I just could go on and on. The events that they have, it is unbelievable what they have here. If you like sports, if you like watching sports, if you like enjoying sports, if you're a golfer, you're going to be in heaven almost all year round. I'm telling you, there is so many things to do. But let me tell you, it kind of goes right over to the cons. There's so many great things to do, and there's so many like world-renowned things to do here in Phoenix. It brings all the tourists in and the snowbirds. I have to be honest with you. There's a few months out of the year I love living here because I get to enjoy it, but it's not fun being on that road. The snowbirds, I'm telling, I don't mean to be mean, guys. Like, they live here only like 3, 4, 5 months out of the year. They don't rent out their homes. They have their cars that are still registered in their original state. And I am telling you, they drive like this. And we do have a lot of not so friendly drivers, although we don't have road rage. That's, I guess, a good thing. The roads get a little crowded from January to April, that's for sure. And the tourists, you go to Scottsdale any time of year and it's massive tourism. I'm telling you, if you live in Scottsdale, you really hate January through April because all the people, like the additional people that come through, because don't forget, we have world-class car show, Barrett-Jackson, super fun. We have the Phoenix Open that's now called Waste Management Open. I am telling you, you want to talk about golf parties? This is like the world party for golf. And then we also have spring training. I'm telling you, the tourists, they're just everywhere for about 4 months. All right, so that's a con, just to let you know. When you live here, it is. All right, the number 3 pro, thriving small business. I love the entrepreneurial lifestyle here in the greater Phoenix area. I don't mean like the small, window tinting company, although there is a lot of that. What I'm talking about is like the small mom and pop restaurants, the coffee shops, the artists. I mean, I love that entrepreneurial lifestyle. There's a ton of self-employed people here, whether it is from they're doing technology, their work, the remote, from like, again, workability here in the greater Phoenix area with non-interrupted internet service, cell phone service, and electricity. It draws a lot of those kind of techie nomads to call Arizona home. Also, like I said, the small businesses love all these small businesses. And with everything else getting so darn expensive, we have more companies moving here, which I kind of like it because it's techie, and I'm from Silicon Valley, and now we are Silicon Desert, and I have a feeling we're going to be known as chip capital of the world in a matter of no time at all, because I'm telling you, between Intel and now we have Taiwan Semiconductor moving here, I love having smart people near me. That's just what I love about Arizona. Now, let's go back to the not so great things about Arizona. Wildfires. We do have wildfires, and it's kind of scary when we have those monsoons. Now, monsoons aren't even, if you ask me, a monsoon is like a baby hurricane. It's funny. The name sounds intense, and it is intense when you're in the middle of it. If you're driving, you just better be very careful. But in that same season, so we're talking in the July, August timeframe, when we're going up in the forest, this is where most of the wildfires start. And we lost a lot of lives many years ago when we lost 19 hotshots trying to contain one of the wildfires. And I'll be honest with you, it's a scary part that happens. We lose a lot of wildlife, done a whole lot of property damage as compared to a lot of other states like California. Oh my God. The wildfires there are coming into the neighborhoods. And what about the cities that are just like gone? Paradise Valley and Santa Rosa, and even, it's not Hollywood Hills. I mean, yeah, California is kind of a problem state of its own, but we have wildfires too. And it's kind of scary when it happens. One of the things that our forestry department does when it is a very dry climate, and we do have dry air and we have a lot of lightning, they shut the national parks, which kind of sucks, but understandable. Humans cause wildfires as well. So they try to reduce that as much as possible by closing the national forests. And we do have a lot of those here. So wildfires can be scary, but they don't get even remotely close to the greater Phoenix area. We did have one, I want to say it was around 3 or 4 summers ago, and it was pretty scary. It was close to the north part, the very, very north part of the greater Phoenix area in the Tonto Forest. So it's seeing the desert recover from it. It's been sad, but it's coming back nice and green. So we're so excited about that. So people in Arizona take very special care of our desert. But again, Mother Nature wins every time. All right. The 4th thing that I love, the pro about Arizona, is housing. Now, housing First of all, we have a lot of different housing, different types of housing. We have everything from single family homes to condos to apartment complexes. We don't have a lot of super high rises, but we also don't have a lot of multi-unit dwellings. Like I get a lot of phone calls from investors. They're like, oh, I want to buy a 4-plex, 6-plex, 8-plex small apartment complex. We don't have a lot of that. And you know why we don't have a whole lot of that is because the Phoenix area has, for the most part, been extremely affordable. So where you see a lot of that small multi-dwelling type of units are going to be in very expensive places like Los Angeles, San Francisco, Chicago, New York City, where a landlord owns a small building and then they rent out to people that can't afford to buy. But you know what? The greater Phoenix area has been extremely affordable when you look back over the last 10 years. Is it super cheap? No. Is it affordable to locals now? Kind of hate to say no. If they sat and waited and thought that this low pricing with really low interest rates, that's what happened, is all these people who have rented for so long thought that would always be available. But as the greater Phoenix area continues to grow and these high-paying tech jobs and medical and insurance and all the high-paying jobs that are coming here to the greater Phoenix area that now can afford our median, they kind of got pushed out of the market. So it's really sad for people that waited too long. But for people that are moving here from other states, we're very affordable. And there are so many options right now in the latter part of 2022. So don't be discouraged by high interest rates. We get sellers to buy down the rates, and we all know this is a temporary thing. It's not like '08. This is an intentional slowdown. We all know that everything is getting out of control, cost of living, gas, food, like everything. But overall, the greater Phoenix area, very affordable, especially if you are coming here from any of the coastal states. All right, here is one part I really don't like about Phoenix. We don't have a real downtown. Many of you are like, what do you mean? Of course you have a downtown. Yeah, we have a downtown, but it is so small and it is quiet AF. It is unbelievable. I was down there. We're going to show some B-roll right now, editor.
Downtown Phoenix is amazingly quiet every time I come down here. I don't care the day or time, it's quiet. There are definitely some nightlife districts, but they're not going to be in the heart of downtown. They're going to be off in kind of the little suburbs of the downtown. The majority of the traffic, both foot traffic and car traffic that you're going to see in downtown Phoenix is business travelers. Some of the highest priced bottled beer or draft beer you've ever had. Because if you're on a per diem or company expense account, it doesn't matter how much a beer is. It's always quiet. Always quiet in downtown Phoenix.
Down there on a weekday, not summer, so it wasn't like crazy hot, and there is no one to be found. I'm telling you, our downtown is not a downtown. We don't have the mega high rises. We do have some high rises, but most of those are either businesses or apartments. They're not to purchase. So downtown high density living really isn't here in the Phoenix metro area. And we don't have those neighborhoods. Like, I love going to San Francisco. Again, that's kind of the area I'm from. And I love going into the different districts. I love to going into Chinatown, and I love going into the fashion district. And I love going into all the different neighborhoods because there's the different type of architecture and history and parks. Yeah, we don't have that. Phoenix doesn't have that. Phoenix is so new. I mean, we do have 100-year-old culture, but guess what we were doing 100 years ago out here? We were cowboys. So we don't have those neighborhoods, hundreds of years of people coming over from other parts of the world. Phoenix is relatively new, and so we don't have those true neighborhoods like you might be looking for if you're coming from a big city. Now, if you're looking for great neighborhoods, we call our neighborhoods, but it's more of the master plan communities. So when people come here from other parts of the country and they ask for great neighborhoods, oh my goodness, in the city of Chandler alone, there's over 450 different neighborhoods. It's not really neighborhoods that they're looking for, it's areas. Okay. There are some, the community I live in, no one would ever hear of it because there's only like 230 homes that are in it, versus a master plan community like, let's just say, Agritopia, that has 3,000 homes, or we could say Eastmark, that has or is slated to have a total of 20,000 homes. Does that make it a neighborhood? No, it's a master plan community. So I'm educating you a little bit what our community is like. We are suburb after suburb, and in those suburbs there's communities, and in those communities there's like villages. So if you're thinking about moving to Phoenix, you got to give us a call, because it's not as easy as you think to narrow down areas, because they don't have names. And then some of them do have names, like Owatuki. I could go on forever. All right, my last pro and con. The biggest pro I love about the greater Phoenix area is the very even-tempered, very moderate, very cooperative political climate. I love the fact that everyone here treats everyone with respect. There is no arguing. There is no violence. As you know, as the world turned over the last couple of years in that political climate, it has just been quiet in the greater Phoenix area. I'm not saying there aren't people that talk about one party or the other, but there isn't that animosity, and there is the open ability to have a conversation. My friends, is what makes a well-rounded community, when people can work through complex situations and find the compromise. That's what I really feel like Phoenix is, just to let you know. That's my personal opinion. And the thing that I dislike always is the top of my list, and no one really talks about this in the greater Phoenix area, is flowers. Like flower stands, rose gardens. I'm telling you, I didn't know how much I loved it until I didn't have it. I come from California, where everything grows, even if you don't have a green thumb. You gotta have a special knack, and there are just some plants that just will not last in this heat. If you love to grow your own vegetables and spices, you're gonna be fine. But if you want to wake up Easter morning to your own Easter lilies, probably not. So you're gonna have to get used to buying flowers at either a flower store, or, believe it or not, Costco has nice bunches, and that's where we kind of have to resort. There's not the cute flower stands that you can stop by and pick a bundle up on your way home. Yeah, that's unfortunate, but I'm sure you have all kinds of questions. And the only way we can get those answered for you is if you pick up that phone, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, days, nights, or weekends. We got your back when moving to Phoenix, Arizona. Don't wait, don't hesitate. Give us a call now. And follow my socials and make comments below. All right, guys, be kind. See you soon. Bye.